I'm Samson Olede. Welcome once again to the show. Now, let's begin the show with a bit of football. Yes, we'll start from there because we have so much of basketball on the show today. Now, in football, a minority investor in AC Milan is attempting to block the sale of the Italian football club to New York-based private investment firm Redbird Capital Partners. Remember, about 3 weeks ago, news broke forth that AC Milan has been sold rather for 1.3 billion dollars to Redbird Capital, but that is as a result of Elliott management deciding to quit the Italian Serie A champions. But it seems like all is now well within the AC Milan camp, as a minority owner known as the Blue Sky Financial Partners claims that American investment firm Elliott Management held talks behind closed doors about the deal, which valued AC Milan at $1.3 billion. Now, it must be said that Milan has been under Elliott's ownership since 2018, and to date, the firm has poured in as much as $838 million into the club. So, the $1.3 billion sale to Redbird Capital is looking really, really shaky at this point in time, as it's now a legal battle between Blue Sky, investment firm as well as Elliott Management. In May, Redbird, which has $6 billion in assets under management, agreed to purchase Milan from Elliott, and the sale is now under fire because Blue Sky's claims are a breach of minority rights. It must be said that Blue Sky has also approached the U.S. court for documents regarding the deal. Now, this comes before imminent legal action to either annul the sale or receive damages. Blue Sky will be hoping to prove that Elliott operated with malice or deceit during the sale of AC Milan, which is yet to be completed. Now, despite the controversy, Milan has found success on and off the field of play, as the club won its 19th Serie A title in the 2021-2022 season, as well as generating $257 million in revenue in 2022, which is up from $165 million generated in 2021. Now, no matter who ends up with a majority stake, the club will maintain its famous red and black look. And on Wednesday, Milan extended its kit sponsorship deal with sportswear brand Puma, worth £30 million annually. Now, let's delve into the world of golf and talk about, yes, it's all about the controversial 54 Invitational Series, the rival to the PGA Tour as well as the DP World Tour. Now, for the PGA Tour, the latest is that the PGA Tour has decided to form a strategic alliance with the DP World Tour, which is the European Tour, and they've announced a new 13-year operational joint venture partnership which commits to creating new player pathways as well as increasing prize funds in the next phase of their fight back against the Saudi-backed 54 Golf Series. Now, it must be said that the agreement between the two parties strengthens their strategic alliance, which dates back to November 2020, and this is coming at a time when the 54's first US event took place this week. I mean, the tournament started in Portland, Oregon, on Thursday. So the partnership will aim to counter 54's Invitational Series spending with a better competitive structure for players. And from 2023, the top 10 finishers on the season-ending DP World Tour rankings who are not already exempt will gain PGA Tour cards. So let's see how that pans out. It will be definitely a fight on their hands, considering 54 Invitational Series are backed by Saudi fund, and definitely they have more money to spend. Now, the PGA Tour will also increase its ownership stake in European Tour Productions from 15% to 40%, with the cash from the deal used to increase prize funds, with guaranteed increases in DP World Tour proceeds for the next 5 years. Now, both the PGA Tour and the DP World Tour have been keen to buck the trend of players who have left to join the 54 Series, about 20 as at the last count, which we'll see this week. See the likes of Bryson Zoshomba as well as Brooks Koepka making their debut, considering that they're also facing indefinite PGA bans. Now, let's move away from there now and talk a bit of basketball. Yes, and it's despite, several seasons of limited and COVID-affected growth, the NBA salary cap is reportedly making a big jump. The cap for the 2022-2023 NBA season is projected to rise from last season's $112 million to $123.6 million, and that is an average of $11.6 million increase. Now, that will make the luxury tax line approximately $150.2 million, while the hard cap will be set at $156.9 million. And now this off-season's hike will be roughly equivalent to the amount the cap increased from in 2017-2018 through 2021 down to 2022. It must be noted that the cap did not move at all between 2019-2020 as well as 2020-2021 due to decreased revenues during the pandemic. Remember, we had the COVID-19 pandemic that affected global, sales, not just of, the basketball, we're talking about the NBA, but virtually, every sector, especially sports as well. Of course, the NBA salary cap is subject to exceptions, allowing teams to exceed it in the right circumstances. And that's how the reigning NBA champions, Golden State Warriors, could lead the league with a $184 million total team cap hit. Now, the Warriors superstar and finals MVP Steph Curry had the highest individual cap hit of the 2021-2022 season at $45.8 million. On the other end of the spectrum, you have the Oklahoma City Thunder having the lowest cap in the NBA at $90.5 million, upon which only $47.1 million was active. Still talking the NBA now, the NBA is also investing in social media hub for the youngest generation. So it's not only about the established superstars, you also have the kids being catered for by the NBA. And the league is part of a $17 million funding round in TikTok-like social media company Zigazoo, which targets kids aged 3 to 12 and has more than 1 million users. The funding round, which valued Zigazoo at around $100 million, was led by Liberty City Ventures. Now, NBA Top Shot creator Dapper Labs, German football company OneFootball, and gaming company and venture fund Animoca Brands also participated in the round. Previous investors included Serena Williams. It also included Jimmy Kimmel, that's the popular comedian for US networks. And the NBA has worked with Zigazoo around its All-Star weekend this year as well, encouraging kids to create basketball-related content. Now, the investment pairs the NBA with a company looking to provide a kid-friendly environment while also exploring other cultural trends. Still talking the NBA, I remember I said we have so much to talk about in the world of basketball this morning, or this afternoon rather. The NBA and the NBA Players Association have also agreed a partnership with Pokemon Go developer known as Niantic, and that's to launch an officially licensed augmented reality mobile game. Now, that's in the world of gaming. The NBA All World, which that's the name of the game, promises to be a real-world metaverse in which user geolocation data is used to find, challenge, and recruit current NBA players to their team. Now, the game will tap into the fashion and lifestyle elements of the league as well. So it's not just about the competitive nature of things on the court, also off the court where, players make statements in terms of fashion statements. The game will also tap into that fashion and lifestyle elements so that the players will be able to outfit their players in their teams with various custom NBA apparel. So there's so much going into the NBA gaming world. Yes, quite well we know there's always the NBA 2K22 and what have you, but this time around it's all about, the augmented reality. Remember, we have the virtual reality, that's the VR. Now it is the augmented reality mobile game that the NBA is looking to invest in, and Niantic, who is the famous developer of Pokemon Go, will be the go-to guy when it comes to the NBA having an AR mobile game. Let's see how it pans out. I think it will be interesting for gamers, especially who like the traditional PC or mobile games as well. Sports business news. Let's zero in on football. Now, English top flight football club Newcastle United have announced e-commerce platform Noon as their new sleeve partner for the 2022-2023 season. The value of the deal has not been disclosed, but there are reports Newcastle United set an asking price of £7.5 million a year for the inventory. Currently, sleeve partnerships for Premier League clubs outside the Big Six are typically worth between £500,000 and £2 million per season. Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, which is Newcastle United's majority owner, is a significant backer of Riyadh-based Noon, which bills itself as the Middle East's leading online shopping destination. The new deal replaces Kayak after the travel search engine's agreement expired at the end of the 2021-2022 season. Now, Newcastle said the latest tie-up will provide the club with new ways to engage its fans in the Middle East, as well as supporters in the region being able to pre-order all 2022-2023 Newcastle United kits on Noon. In addition to sleeve branding, Noon will have a presence on match days at St. James's Park Stadium and across Newcastle United's digital assets. Still talking football, Italian Serie A champions AC Milan have signed a long-term extension of their kit supply partnership with Puma. The deal has doubled to £30 million per year and will see the German sportswear brand remain as Milan's global technical supplier and official licensing partner. The increase in fee comes with Puma gaining naming rights to AC Milan's youth and women's football academy, which will henceforth be known as the Puma House of Football. The renewal of the agreement, which dates back to 2018, will see Puma continue to supply AC Milan's men's, women's, and youth teams kits and performance apparel. The extension will also have Puma commit to focusing on producing sustainable apparel and environmentally friendly products. Still talking football, now it's about the global showpiece coming up later this year. That's the World Cup taking place in Qatar starting from November all through December. This year's World Cup in Qatar has sold 1.8 million tickets so far, and Qatar residents have purchased the most tickets, with Canada, England, France, Germany, India, Saudi Arabia, Spain, the UAE, and the United States following. With all 32 teams now confirmed for the tournament, the next phase of tickets for the November event are to go on sale on Tuesday. FIFA also plans to offer a total of 3 million tickets overall buying rounds, but has received more than 23 million requests. Qatar hopes to attract 1.2 million fans, but the fans interested in attending have a few ticket options, with prices ranging from roughly $69 for a Category 3 group stage match and not of $1,600 for a final ticket. Tickets for individual matches are available across 4 price categories, with Category 4 tickets reserved for Qatar residents. Fans can purchase up to 6 tickets per match, but no more than 60 over the course of the tournament. Now, in line with match compatibility rules, attendees may have opportunities to attend more than one group game on the same day towards the beginning of the tournament. Now, the purchase period will be open until August 16th, but will be offered on a first-come, first-served basis. FIFA has also disclosed that a queue management system will apply if the demand is extremely high.